I'm Monica, the Purple Box Organizer, and I am your personal home coach. In this video, we're going to talk about listing out action plans and how to do that. I define action plans as a step in the right direction for carrying out tasks or projects. One of your tasks might be to go grocery shopping. The first thing you need to do is make a menu for the week so that you know exactly what you're having. Then you need to list out all the ingredients that you need for that menu. You also need to list out the staple items that you need on a weekly basis from the grocery store. And then it's a good idea to check the pantry, any backstock food that you have, freezer, fridge spaces, to make sure that you're not putting anything on the list that you already have. It's smart to be able to shop from those backstock places so that you can use those items for the menu that you've created. And then you can replenish those as you need to. For a bigger example, I'm going to give you one that we had done recently, which is redoing the insulation in our attic. So anytime that you're doing a major home renovation or having a professional come and do work in your home, it's advised that you get at least 3 quotes. So you'll want to call 3 different places to come and give you quotes. Then you're going to want to move anything that's under the attic where things might fall once they open the attic door and climb up in there. So move those items so they don't get dirty or dusty or any other insulation on them. And just so that, generally speaking, whoever's doing work in your home, so that things are moved out of their way so they can move freely and there's nothing in their way for them to do their work. Okay, then once you have those 3 quotes, you're going to want to choose which one works the best for you. You might choose off of price. You might choose because you felt good about having a certain individual in your home. You might choose the best package if they do several things that you can kind of gather all those things together and get maybe 2 or 3 things done at once by the same company. That might be your choice. Once you've chosen the company that you want to work for you, you're going to want to schedule that. And sometimes you're kind of at their mercy on that one, okay? Then you're going to want to ready that area again for those workers, depending on how long they'll be in your home, what areas they'll need to be. Once we had it scheduled, not only did they have to get into the attic, but they had to cover the stairs so that they could come up with their equipment, and then we had to make sure that everything in our main bathroom area was kind of moved and readied because they had to put in a big tube through the bathroom window and up to the attic to be able to blow in the new insulation, okay? Once it's completed, I also suggest, and this is because we've had several things done recently, that you take after pictures. And you also insist on an inspection, because the person who comes and gives you the quote is most likely not going to be the person that's doing the work. Sometimes the person doing the work comes and is just a worker. They may be a fine individual, but that doesn't mean they are an expert in that field. So they might not do the work completely up to par. And we have found that with ours. The insulation packs that were in, like the padding to the sides, were way too tall. And so when we had a ridge vent put in for our roof, all that work, it was too close to the opening, and so it's not allowing the airflow that needs to be in there. So we had the main guy come back and inspect it, and sure enough, he says that's too tall. So he has to cut them back and make it better. And what happens then? He is now going to be trampling upon all of that other insulation that was just blown in. Luckily, he's a stand-up guy, and he says anything that needs to be reblown in, I'll go ahead and do that at no extra charge. It was important to him that the job was done correctly, but you as the consumer will have to probably go a little bit beyond what you're used to going for and making sure that that work is done properly so that you have exactly what you've asked for and what you've paid for, okay? All right, that was a little bit of a tangent, but just to help you in home projects, if I could pass anything on to you doing home renovations or projects, that would be what I would do for you, is just to kind of be a little bit more involved so you know what you're getting out of it. So again, ready that area for the workers, and then you're going to want to plan to just stay out of that area. 1, for safety, 2, for them to be able to just move freely and not have to waste time by waiting for you or any kiddos to get out of the way, okay? Then just plan to have a simpler day to stay out of the house, stay out of their way completely, and plan for simple meals or meals out. Whatever the project is, whether you're doing it or you're having a professional do it, try to list out each actionable step so that you're a little bit more prepared for the actual project. This way, it'll save you time from running around the house gathering supplies that you could have gathered beforehand, or going to take extra trips to the store to get things that you didn't know you needed and bring those back, or have to order something online and have to wait for that. It just helps you better prepare and make the most of your time. I also suggest listing these action items in order so that you know the order to follow and have a system, and it just helps you run things a little bit more smoothly. If you can, also on the side, write an estimation of time for each item, because if you can only do a few at a time, this will help you plug them into your schedule. And I'm going to talk about these two options. So sometimes these projects, once we've listed them out, we can accomplish getting closer and closer to the end goal, even by just doing one action item at a time, by plugging them into our schedule. Or if we're trying to get them all done on like a Saturday sprint, having them in order, having a timeline, having them all prepared still helps you just run through and try to get the most amount of things done in your day. Feel free to check out my video entitled Scheduling Efficiently on my YouTube channel, Purple Box Organizer. It really helps you to be able to plug in those tasks into your schedule when you're trying to fit extra things into your day and into your schedule. Hey, if you liked this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe below so that you don't miss out on any further videos. I can't wait to see you in the next one.